Welcome back to the continuation of my first ever Slay the Spire run. I did not anticipate that the run was going to be as long as it is. As I said, this is my first, so I don't know what the standard is, and I didn't know if it was going to be a tutorial run or a normal run, but it seems like a normal run, and it seems like it goes pretty long. So I had to go take a couple of hours to go do some other things, because I had other things planned. And now I'm back. So we reloaded and it looks like it loaded me back at the boss. Okay, so I get to choose this again. Trying to remember which one we picked. It was this one because I'd just not been using the potions. So I think we'll continue with that one. Now we're on to Act 3, the Beyond. Alright. Interesting. I've got a okay amount of money. You know what? I should be favoring the vendors a little bit, I think, since I have the discount card. Lifelink. If other enemies are still alive, revives in 2 turns at 50% HP. Okay, so it's not immediate. Intends to block. Alright, and we are at a base level of 5 energy now, which will give me my my 2 starters. Alright. Let's see what these things are up to. I do have a handful of multi-target. See, again, I don't know if these are different. These... Does the symbol actually mean anything? Does the ×2, is that what makes this thing like sort of a scimitar type thing? I don't know. That's a lot of damage though. That's 16, 32, 40. That would be pretty bad. This could come to an abrupt end, which would be pretty funny if I had to edit like 5 minutes more of a video onto the end of the last video. Let's add some block, do some weakness so I take less damage. I have 3 left. Can I? I don't think I'm gonna have I'm not gonna have enough to kill this, am I? Just gonna be short by a little bit. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Obviously that was a lot less of a problem than 40 damage, but still not great. Why do I always get battle trance when I have clashes in my hands? Oh, right. This thing respawns. I immediately forgot about that. I guess it doesn't hurt to draw this. $12 times 6 is gonna be enough to clear them, so I should probably just do that, right? Unless I'm missing something. I'm gonna feel dumb if I'm wrong. No, we're good. Okay. 6 damage, 2 additional damage for all your cards containing strike. Ah. So, because I no longer have those cards, this is a bad card for me to pick. Alright, what have we got? This is only like the third vendor I've been to, I think. Costs 1 less for each time you lose HP. Well, I am taking damage on purpose, so... I don't think there's any reason to have 2 of these, right? It'd be completely redundant, especially after I bottled it. Can I change? No, it's stuck, okay. Alright. This does feel like it's basically free with how I play, so I think I should do that. This might be good in certain contexts. The problem is because I always am discarding by default, that makes it less useful. And turn without block, gain 6 block. That'd be pretty nice for passive block. And reviewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in order. Oh, so I just get to see the entire stack? That seems like it would be useful to somebody who actually wants to plan that far ahead, but I am assuredly, even if I was doing that, that is the kind of insane behavior I would do, except for I would inevitably be wrong and then get myself into a worse situation. I think this is a good call. I don't think I have anything that explicitly punishes me for having block. I'm just not playing block cards. Yeah, I think we're good there. Thanks, buddy. Let's see what this is. As you slowly make your way up the twisting pathways, you constantly find yourself losing your way as the walls and ground seem to inexplicably shift before your eyes. The constant whispering voices in the back of your head aren't helping things either. Passing by a structure you are certain you have previously seen, comma, that's the first comma I've had to add in this game, you start to question if you're going insane, or if the impossible geography of this place is starting to get to you. You need to change something, and soon. That's what the voices say anyway, and why would they lie? Embrace madness, receive 2 madness, lose 7 HP. Huh. So I just skipped over the vendor who was selling these. Maybe that's a better card than I think it is. Become cursed, writhe. Retrace your steps. Lose 7 HP temporarily. Oh, this is just free. I'll take these. Something in you cracks. Only the truly mad can understand a place like this. You give in to the chattering voices, and can continue on with a new perspective. Things do seem to make so much more sense now. Alright. From the darkness, an arm pulls you into a small shop. As your eyes adjust, you see a pale woman in sharp clothes, gesturing towards a wall of potions. Buy a potion. Now, she states. Well, I'm full of potions, so no thank you. Oh, well. Her gloved fist collides with your face, nearly knocking you off your feet. Get out before I litter the floor with your guts. You take her word and exit with your guts still safely in your body. Alright, what have you got? 4 damage and 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That's pretty good. The vulnerable, mostly. Since this is a power, this would be pretty nice. Gain 4 block. Starts to stack up. Anything that I can do to not play block cards but still have some more defense would be nice. This is just free? Deal 3 damage, draw 1 card? That's... Why would I want to exhaust an attack? Oh, sorry, I was misreading that. From your draw pile into your hand. Interesting. Again, kind of contextual. Whenever you lose AP, gain 3 block next turn. Oh. That might have been nice, but I don't have the money now. Oh man, that would have been really nice. The plated armor. Ah, alright. I was worried. The reason I was shopping it was in part because I was worried about having my money stolen. I think I'll take this. I flush through my cards frequently enough that I think it'll be a good call. Let's continue on this way. I'm gonna heal here. Kind of redundant with the heal that I have from my card stack, but that's okay. Let's take on the elite. Huh. Interesting. I don't think I'm gonna sacrifice that for metallicize, but it's an interesting idea at least. Unplayable. Well, let me look at those for a second. Hold on. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage. Oh, that's nasty. Okay. And that's 45 damage just outright. Wow. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost to 1 this turn. Intangible is reapplied every other turn. Well. That's, a doozy. So I can't damage him this turn, basically. I mean, no reason not to play it, I guess. And we'll play this anyway just because we add a cop... Well, actually, diluting the pool... No, this is going to be a good idea. And we don't have any damage, so... Like, there's no... Do I do 1 more damage? I do 1 damage. Okay, so it's not 1 for the whole turn, it's 1 per attack. But this is going to be rough. Intangible wears off. Alright. Did I misunderstand this card? Is each time you lose damage... No, because this is already at 2. So because I've already taken damage twice. Okay. I was worried for a second this combat meant like this turn, but no, that makes sense. Okay. I'm a little worried that Madness might break Whirlwind, and I'd really like to use Whirlwind. I don't think I have a particularly better idea. Let's at least have the most available things. Let's see if we can gamble on Madness fixing Shockwave for us. Well, that I'll take. Because that's the second best option. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage. So 50% more, but I do 4 attacks instead of 6. I think is an even split. But applying it for 5 is really powerful, so it's worth it. And actually reducing it by 1 more with Dropkick is a net plus, because it'd be the same amount of damage but without the bonuses. So we'll take that. Which actually... Bite will at least give me health back. And we've actually still got a crazy amount of energy, so we'll take our health back with the bites. We'll do the 26. Oh, that was more because of the yeah. 50% more, so then this does 22, this does 12 per energy. So we'll do this one first, and then this, and it's almost dead. So we're actually quite good. Assuming I can survive the next round, which is kind of a big if. Oh, we're immediately fine. Okay, cool. This should be a breeze. I don't want to jinx it, but this is just free, right? No blocks? Nope, I was looking at the wrong thing and didn't realize what I was looking at. Okay. It's fine. HP to unblock damage. So we're only going to get 1 health off this, but 1 health is 1 health. But I still get... This automatically gives me 3 HP. So that's actually the better use. But 4 times 3 is 12. We'll be fine. Plus returning damage at the thorns. Okay, I'm not reading this wrong. I wish their buffs and my debuffs were separate from each other. I'm sure I'll get to get used to looking at the symbols after a while, but that's why I was like, those are my debuffs, right? Okay. I don't have... Oh, no, I do have enough to kill it. Okay. There we go. Start each combat with 10 block until next turn prevents damage. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting to use my potions. Wait, what happened to that potion? Did it just vaporize because I have I guess it just went into the Sozu. I don't want another rupture because I don't think it works, right? I still don't understand how this one works. We're just gonna skip this. Thankfully we have another heal. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. That, okay, sure. Kind of arbitrary, but okay. Let's try the unknown one. Negative effect and you attack for 10 damage. At the end of this turn, gains 3 strength. Okay. You know, the more I look at Berserk, the more I think it's a bad choice for this build. I am already sometimes very squishy. Making myself 50% squishier for 1 energy I think is not almost ever worth it. Yeah. Oh, and it burns both of us. Okay. Okay, so because these exhaust, it would be nice to be able to discard them, but really the only reason for me to do that is so that I can play Clash. Is it worth it to do the 20 extra damage? Yeah, probably. Even though this is gonna look very silly. Well, this is a waste, but at least then I can play... Oh, it's already vulnerable, okay. So we don't care. The energy, I'm gonna have enough energy to play this anyway. It's gonna be redundant anyway, because it's dead. Or not redundant, but not gonna matter. I keep forgetting about the damn potions. I think the uppercut's the way to go. I don't need to heal. I'd kind of like the vendor, but I don't necessarily know. I feel like having the XP grow, or the, you know, the... Actually, what is the advantage of just fighting random mobs? There kind of isn't one, right? I mean, I get a few things, but I don't get potions. I don't get relics. Ah, fuck. Well, we'll get the free heal. Barricade block is not removed at the start of its turn. Okay. So we'll take that one out last, I guess. Oh, it puts dazed into my draw, not into my discard. That's nice. I guess it did that. The other things did that before, didn't they? Interesting. Probably prioritize this. Get the heal back from that. This is 16. I'd like to apply vulnerable elsewhere, but I can kill this with 2 angers and then bash this guy. I actually should have done that before I did I should have to use bash on the spiker to take the damage before I did the group attack, but that's fine. Wow, I really have a pool of cards that cost me almost no energy to play after I got those upgrades that gave me energy. And this is free. I think I should just remove this outright, even though it's way overkill. We'll remove half of the damage. Okay. So I've made kind of a weird build mistake here, where I've built a system that wants me to last by building strength over time, but I have the rest of my build is feeds off of being glass cannony and not having that much durability, so I have to be kind of constantly attacking to keep myself up. It doesn't not work, but it would be better if that effect was on a more defensible build. Negates 3 debuffs. I don't know if I can get through that. But I have to try. What do I still have? Oh, this is a skill. Oh, I should have applied weak. Well, the weak doesn't matter. Oh, that actually went through more than I thought. Alright, cool. Forgot about the potions again. I'm just gonna keep forgetting. Doesn't matter how many times I say it. Alright. That thing's pretty horrible. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, that's a bummer. That thing also has 300 health, which is crazy. Weak and frail. Wow. Rough. Huh. Doesn't do a lot of damage on its first attack, though. That's something. The block was probably silly, but... Alright, we have 6 energy this turn. 2 more turns of or 2 more turns of weakened and frail. Okay, it's building some strength. So far, not too bad. 3 vulnerable is a good call. 1 vulnerable to all enemies. 2 weak, 2 vulnerable. Let's play Madness. Okay, Bash gets to be free. I'm still probably gonna play Uppercut anyway. Okay, these are all attacks. So Clash is a freebie. Let's see. I can play everything here. Okay, nice turn. I like that. And now we're no longer weakened. Maybe we skip Shockwave? I guess with Madness, it's all free anyway. Just give it incredible stacks of shit. Yeah, none of this matters. Just hit it with everything. I would like to heal, preferably, before I kill it. Do I stall another turn? No, because then I'll take more damage. I guess I'll take the Searing Blows because these are still made at +1, so I get another +1 when I do the upgrade. Let's see what these are about. Oh, another vendor. Nice. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, whenever you play a skill, not whenever you play any power. Huh. Or not when you play any card, rather. 3 random cards add to your hand, cost 0 this turn, exhaust. I don't really ever deal small amounts of damage, so that's not that useful. Choose 1 of 3 random colorless cards. I've never heard them referred to as colorless cards before. Does that mean these ones? I don't know. That would be my interpretation of colorless, but I don't know. Because despite the fact that these still, these use the energy symbol and these don't, they still cost the same. So I don't know what that icon actually means. I thought it meant energy. The problem with double tap is just I can't hold it. If I could hold it for the perfect time with a smaller deck, that would be better. Let's take this because the draw is nice, and let's take this because group damage is nice. The rest of these I didn't really care about. The bomb might be nice, but I don't know if burning through my money is a great idea. Nah, I'm diluting my deck too much. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. Remove a card from your deck. Let's remove armaments, I think. Because of the way I'm playing. Armaments or Berserk? Berserk I'm just never gonna use, am I? Wait a minute. Does Berserk apply permanently? Or is it you take vulnerable once and then you get energy forever? Because it's a power. I don't think they haven't really explained, because this is like the equivalent of like an MTG sorcery. But the writing, I mean, MTG's been around a long time. They've generally gotten very, very good, generally, at writing accurate description. So it would say... Ah, man, now I'm overthinking it. Okay. Technically, I don't have to, right? Oh no, I've already committed to it. I can't back out. Huh. Interesting. All the others, I've been surprised all the other times I've been able to click something and then leave back out of it. I actually want to know... Somebody else must have this question already. This description isn't really clearer. Oh, this is... Okay, so because this is Berserk Plus, it's 1 vulnerable instead of 2. So I think actually it's quite a good card and I should have been using it. Let's get rid of Rupture because it doesn't seem to... Well, I guess while we're at it, we might as well look that one up too. God, I hate fandom. The website. It's so awful. It's full of ads and videos and all kinds of shit. This is blood letting other cards pain, burn. Okay. So it's mostly on debuffs. Okay, these are all cards I've never seen. So I'm gonna discard that one. As you kneel in reverence, you feel a weight lifted off your shoulders. I am feeling like I made a bad decision all the way back here, not being able to smith cards, because there are a handful that would be nice to have upgrades to. But let's see, what have we got? Alright, Awakened one. At the end of his turn, he heals 10 HP. Whenever you play a power card, gains 1 strength. Okay. This enemy hasn't awakened yet. I assume I should try and remove these cultists ASAP so that they can't awaken it? Whatever that means. Ritual. Gain 3 strength. This still is mostly the same. Okay. I should probably not... Well... 7 times 4 is 28. 28... Let's see what I can do. Let's do this to start. 23... 10. So I could remove one of them. If I make myself vulnerable this turn, I'm gonna take... 49 damage? I think that'll kill me. I think it's more than 49. It's 28 plus 6, 34 times 1.5, which I believe is... yeah. I think I should just burn my blocks and be done with it. Now is not the time to be learning a new card that I think I know how it works now and take a lot of damage for it. Thankfully it takes that spikes damage, or thorns damage rather. 6 power. Kind of a shitty draw, unfortunately. How do I split 35? I'm not applying weakness or anything, so we're just gonna swing. Then we get 10, right? Oh, start combat with 10 block. Never mind. Okay, still worried about whatever this thing awakens. Let's definitely get weak and vulnerable out. We have all attacks, so I can play Clash. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. I think this is 12 and 2 with the unupgraded version. And I don't really need to apply more stacks of vulnerable because it doesn't give me more bonuses, but the duration would be good for safety. But I think taking the block instead is the smart, safe move. And then stack more vulnerability. Thankfully, we're at all attacks now, so... And we get to heal. Heal. Oh, we're out. Okay, never mind. That is a lot of damage. Pretty good shape. It's gonna hurt, but hey, it hurts itself too. My thorns basically negate its healing, which is great. Let's pull Battle Trance first. I think this is just way overkill at this point, but let's still be careful. Gain energy, drain. Get a card. 23 damage. It's dead. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I thought that seemed a little bit. Oh, I can't. Darn. Alright, I guess I just gotta end my turn and hope that it doesn't come out swinging. Oh, man. I don't like that. That's not fun. It cleansed all its stuff too? Shit. I might be screwed. Let's see what we pull. I'm definitely not going vulnerable now. I don't think I'm getting through this round. There's no reason to be vulnerable. I don't think this math works. I think I'm screwed unless I've got a buff I don't remember. Yikes. Oh, man. Alright. Is that the end? Went the wrong way. Pretty good, though. I don't know how many floors is normal. 50 floors feels pretty good. Like, it's pretty good for a first run. Interesting. Cards unlocked. Heavy Blade, deal 14 damage. Strength affects this card 3 times. Spot weakness. If the enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. Double your strength, exhaust. Oh, I get all of them. Okay. Unlock cards show up in future runs. Got it. And I unlocked a new character. Alright. Well, that's a pretty solid run, I think. Maybe it was super lame. Maybe I suck. Maybe I made all the wrong decisions. If you are a big fan of this game, if you're a connoisseur, if you're an expert, please gently tell me what I did right and what I did wrong and how well I did. This is definitely a game I'll come back to. I am genuinely going to have to think about whether I want to continue playing Backpack Hero on the channel, given that this just feels like a mostly better, mostly replacement for it. Yeah, I mean, this removes many of my quality of life quibbles about that game, despite being older. Most of the additions, the things that are unique about Backpack Hero don't really particularly appeal to me. Some of the equipment synergy stuff is kind of fun, but I can also get that in other games as well. This feels like a more pure, direct experience that lets me focus on sort of a singular build, which I kind of like. Tickles my brain the right way. So yeah, if you like watching this and or you liked watching Backpack Hero, you can also leave me a note about that, which if either or neither or both you'd like to see. I probably won't put both there. That's a lot of effort, probably. I would rather open up the slot for something else if it came to that. Yeah, I don't know that I'd necessarily put this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just musing out loud at this point. Backpack Hero is not something I necessarily thought was going to go on as long as it did. I actually thought it'd be a bit shorter to get through the narrative. So I sort of just don't like quitting it. But then I come across something like this and it's overtly better, but I also wouldn't necessarily play it because it's not, watching a roguelike is not usually the most compelling content for a lot of people. It might be the kind of thing that I stream instead, if that would be appealing. I thought about that actually for Backpack Hero as well. But I also don't know if I'm going to have a streaming audience that will be interested in it. So we'll see. Leave all your thoughts, comments, feelings, concerns, machinations, evil deeds, genius plans. I'll leave that all in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back for something different next time.